Welcome to this ROV chat. And today Stephen and I are going to discuss what to do when you're just feeling overwhelmed by the state of the world and you're trying to figure out what your place is, what your responsibility is, what you can do. And a lot of times people will turn to meditation as a way to kind of tune in and kind of calm down and try to figure out what to do in the world, how they can be of help and of service. One of the issues as we think about meditation as a way to tune in and to get clear on how we can be helpful is that we tend to be very brain-centric, brain in the head centric. We tend to be identified with our thoughts and our thinking, with visual and conceptual information processing that we're doing all the time. We tend to be very head-centered, and that's natural in in our culture, which does have so much visual processing and so much thinking that's required. And when we go to think about meditation, we'll tend to think about the brain and brain waves and brain function. And to approach this emotional overwhelm, we can't approach it successfully from the level of thinking. We really have to go deeper. And if you think about meditation as awareness, if you're identifying awareness with your thinking brain, that's a really narrow view of what awareness is. In subtle energy meditation, we come to realize that awareness is in every cell. It permeates the whole body. It permeates the space around us and between us, and even permeates the entire universe. That awareness is a fundamental property of the universe itself, of the universal field, if not the ground of being itself. So thinking of awareness in that wide sense, and now coming back to the body, we have two hubs of awareness that are really underappreciated. We tend to really overappreciate the brain and thinking, but we underappreciate the enteric nervous system, which is like a second brain in the gut, and the cardiac nervous system, which is like a third brain in the heart. And so today we want to talk a little bit about that and have an experience of that so that you can start to go deeper in awareness and understand more about this whole body awareness that is available to you and that can not only help you feel less overwhelmed, but help you connect to a clarity and a calm and a centered, heart-centered, gut-centered peace that can help you know what to do. So just a couple things about the enteric nervous system. That's a system of up to 500 million neurons in your gut. And it connects through the vagus nerve up into the brainstem. And a quality of the enteric nervous system is that it sends 80 to 90% of the information between the brain and the gut is sent from the gut to the brain, wherein only 10 to 20% of the information between the brain and the gut is sent from the brain to the gut. So the gut really has a lot to do with regulating physiological well-being. The enteric nervous system regulates your digestion, your immune response, but it also is responsible for producing over 30 neurotransmitters that regulate your mood and cognition. So those include serotonin, GABA, norepinephrine, acetylcholine, melatonin. You normally think of these as being produced in the brain up here, but actually the gut produces vast majority of these neurotransmitters and communicates this information throughout the whole body and through the vagus nerve to the brain. Likewise, the heart is its own nervous system with a neuron network and production of neurotransmitters and an ability to entrain the brain and the head through positive emotion. So Stephen's going to talk a little bit about how you can use the enteric nervous system and the cardiac nervous system to work with the brain and our head in an integrated way and bring us out of overwhelm, and also bring us into deeper clarity and a gut and heart knowing of what to do. So, Stephen?
Kevin, thank you. Yeah, it's really a beautiful realization and a recognition of the power of our gut or belly or womb brain and the power of our heart brain to actually connect and send and be aware of this flow of energy and information from the gut and the heart constantly to the brain and back and forth. So this is a pointing out for us towards where we potentially can store these tensions of overwhelm in the body and how we can release them. So I'll get you to do this practice with me. It's really quite simple. We're going to focus on two areas, on the gut, the belly, the womb, and then on the heart. So we want to locate the places within us where we store this tension or overwhelm. And quite often we can do that if you close your eyes now. So we really want to turn inwards. So that's the first very simple step, is become aware of the body sensations and turn inwards. And particularly perhaps locate places of tension where we're holding our breath subconsciously. So these are often areas of tightness in our body. Sometimes we hold those in our belly, sometimes in our heart, and of course, sometimes too in our head. So it's going to help us relax all these subconscious ways that we feed information into our body, or difficult life stories or challenges that cause us to tense up and to tighten and to not breathe, or to tense the whole body and constrict or block the life force in some way. So as you're listening and you're searching deep within, so you're bringing your awareness into your body and into the sensations of the body, just feel within your body for where there are these trigger points of tension you feel. And you might be quite familiar with them. You might find that when you feel a sense of overwhelm, you do get it in your heart, or you feel a tightening in your belly, or you've got this constriction in your or tension around your head. It might give you headaches. But in this case, we're going to go deep down and into the belly itself. Now, first, one of the most simple things you can do to release tension is through a deep exhale. So if you take a deep breath in with me and actually audibly let out a So take a nice deep breath again. So we'll do this 3 times. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, right? And really release this breath, especially out, down, deep into your belly, or down out through the perineum. It actually helps to consider it in that way, as if you're breathing out and down into the earth. So let's do this a 3rd time. So you breathe in. See if you can breathe out and down through the perineum. So quite often, if you feel a little trouble of getting into the body and finding where these tensions lie, you could ask yourself a simple question. Well, what am I avoiding? What am I resisting? What is it in my body that I'm avoiding? Am I resisting feeling something now? Or what's uncomfortable in my system? And can I breathe into that? So bring your awareness into your belly, into your gut, into the womb, into that area of your body. And with your breath now, simply bring awareness to that energy center. We call it the lower dantian. It's the lower 3 chakras. And use your intention to bring awareness here. And as you breathe in, just simply breathe in, being aware of the inhale all the way from the moment you begin to inhale until the point where you pause. Be aware of the gap just for a moment, that silence, stillness, and spaciousness. And then use your intention on the exhale to consciously let go of the tension. So now on the 2nd breath, sometimes it helps to count them on the exhale. Breathe in all the way on the inhale to the point where you pause. And then on the exhale, use your intention to let go, consciously let go, to let go of everything. Just simply any attempt to make any effort, just let go. And then a 3rd breath. As you breathe in, bring aware in the lower dantian, feeling your belly as you inhale, to the point where you pause, and then all the way to where you exhale. Stay with the breath all the way on the exhale until you pause. Keep going, and this time bring your hands to your belly. Sometimes it helps just to, if you're still feeling a little bit dissociated from being down there, put your hands on your belly. Bring awareness to that whole energy center, the lower dantian, as you breathe. Breathing in with a sense of gratitude now for being able to be present with the energies here. And then on the exhale, using your intention to consciously let go. So breathing deep into the belly, breathing deep into that area behind and below your navel. This time I want you to actually try exhaling down and using your intention to direct the breath and the energy and the awareness down even lower, down and out your tailbone, down your legs, and out through your feet into the earth. So we're centering now by bringing the breath deep into the belly, and we're grounding it by consciously sending the energy down the legs, down the feet. We're cultivating a grounding breath that is discharging energy through the tailbone, through the feet, out through the perineum. So this takes tension and sends it into the ground. What this breath is doing, especially as you make it long and deep, it helps discharge the vagus nerve, so that long nerve that connects the brain to the heart and your other organs. When you get tense, it bunches up. So to release it, we're going to use our breath to take that tension and send it down into the ground, literally grounding and letting go. Wonderful. So now bring that awareness up, this grounded energy, bring it up into your heart. You notice how when you bring your attention on your heart, energy follows. Energy follows thought. What we focus on actually grows. We cultivate it by directing our attention. So when we bring our attention to these neglected areas, the gut and the heart, we're actually using our knowledge of this principle of shifting thought and redirecting the flow of energy in our system, which brings about wellness and health and decreases overwhelm and tension. So this is a very powerful practice to be able to direct your attention simply. So you're now resting in the heart, in this open-hearted awareness. And as you breathe in, fill your heart with a sense of compassion, kindness for yourself. Fill every cell with this sense of really deep love and kindness and compassion, simply for you, simply for the ability to be alive, for the humanness that's within us all is within you. So you're alive, breathing. This is a tremendous gratitude we have to the body for what it does every day. This power and capacity to be alive, to breathe. There's such tremendous kindness in that. We breathe in this kindness to ourselves, saturating every cell with this love and kindness. You might smile slightly, a Buddha smile of deep appreciation for this wellness, for this health, for the capacity, ability to breathe. They're such simple things that we often don't bring our gratitude and awareness to. So you're just breathing in through the heart, the sense of love and kindness. Breathing out with compassion for every cell. Do a couple more breaths now, and as you do, extend this compassion and love and kindness to your family, to the loved ones in your family, your friends. Extend this kindness, this compassion, this love out to all beings. Notice how you can shift patterns of energy flow. A few moments ago, you were connected with every body cell. Now you're connected with every body in your family, with your friends. So this increases awareness. decreases overwhelm simply by identifying what's present in the here and now. Right now, what's present is this compassion for every living being. So much of what we're doing is, through the power of awareness, bringing these tensions and overwhelm to light, shining the light of awareness on bringing these emotions and energetic structures, the gut brain, the heart brain, to light, shining awareness on them, waking up, creating wellness, decreasing overwhelm. Sometimes just shining a light on these patterns is sufficient to open them up, to clear them, to release tension, to decrease overwhelm, and to settle into presence, vastness, and lightness of being. All right, now, so just gently open your eyes with this sense of the connectedness of the gut brain, the heart brain, and the head brain, and this tremendous flow, this grounded energy in the gut, this sense of compassion in the heart, and this clarity in the brain. So thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Stephen, for that wonderful guiding. I do feel very grounded and connected and open and clear, and able to approach whatever is in front of me right now. So thank you. And thank you all for listening and for your practice.